Hello YouTube, and welcome to another video. This time I'm taking you to one of my favorite rides in South Croatia. It truly is a hidden gem of South Croatia. I will make a short video about the Neretva Valley and beauties of Neretva Valley, and I'll show you how magnificent it is to ride this place. As I said, it's one of my favorite rides in universe, and you can see the road, you can see the quality of asphalt, you can see the twisties, and you can see the view from the road on the surrounding area. Ride is fantastic. I hope you'll enjoy. I know the area very well, and we're gonna start from here. This is one of the back roads of Neretva Valley. This main road that we was riding on is going to Dubrovnik, and now we're gonna make a circle. I'm gonna put the map in the description below so you can find it yourself. But we're gonna make a loop around the Neretva Valley to show you this area and the beauty of this place. Neretva Valley is a place where people mainly source oranges and the seasonal fruits and vegetables. That's probably way biggest source of income here. As you can see, lots of these fields surrounding the area are agricultural, and roughly around 15,000-20,000 people live in this Neretva Valley. It spans across from Ploče on the south, Opuzin in the middle, and Metković a little further north toward Bosnian border. If you look at Neretva Valley on the map, you'll see it's mainly greenery. So a lot of green areas with the pleasant climate makes this place truly a paradise. This place has a pretty unique, pretty good climate. It's during the winter temperatures, December, January, February, the temperatures can range not below 0 and maybe up to 10 degrees. Still acceptably warm. This place usually is not windy, so that makes like a perfect match, and the pressure of the air is also in a, let's say, perfect range. Humidity level as well, you know. So those things make this place very good. The climate is fantastic, and every other month than winter months are totally good here to ride. Biggest city in the area is probably Metković, then Ploče, which is a famous port, and then after Ploče, Opuzin, which only has 2,500 permanent residents. I hope you can see how nice this place is. And on my right hand side, you'll see it in a moment, is river Neretva that goes from Mostar and enters into the sea here in this Ušće, place called Ušće. So you can see many agricultural fields, and then river Neretva with a lot of branches. The interesting thing about Neretva Valley is this place was all agricultural field, to be precise, are artificially made during 1950s, and basically the life here was very difficult, as this was a swamp area, and then after that, let's say, once Yugoslavian state invested into making swamp fields to be agricultural ready. This place become a fantastic source of fruits and vegetables and so on. You can see the small channel here. That's one of branches river Neretva. Few smaller places here as well. Not many people live here. During a history, a lot more people lived here. Now these days, people moved into cities and in a search for a better life, I guess, better jobs and schools and so on. So we're gonna shortly explore Neretva Valley. I highly recommend the place. I know this place very well, and I truly enjoy riding. If I would need to choose, I think I would put the Neretva Valley at my top favorite spot to ride on in the world. As you can see, not a single living soul here. People live here, but from overcrowded tourists, nothing. There's no buses with a big with a lot of tourists. There's no guided tours here. This place is solely purely paradise for living here and for touring around. You can see now the main branch of river Neretva, the one that goes into the sea. And take a look at these guys. The view from here is magnificent. You can see family houses down there and agricultural fields all the way. Truly beautiful, nice little town. This road will end up in Blace. Blace is a little bit touristic place, but not much. And the season here is very short. As you can see, this place Blace. If you're looking to tour this area, you can. If you need a place to sleep, this is a good place to sleep. You can see the Blace there. I'm gonna go shortly this way to show you the area. So this is an entrance to a Blace. As you can see, a lot of greenery around and pretty decent roads to ride on. When I'm riding this area, I usually like to break my ride in, or in a lack of better word, I'd like to take a pause, take a break here in Blace, have a coffee in a local shop, and just chill out for a few minutes before continuing riding on these roads again. So the main beach here in Blace is here, located here. That's usually when during the summer locals and tourists stop by. You can see a couple of apartments here, and people are renting the houses, and I'm sure you can find them on any major or most popular platforms like Airbnb or so. You can see a local way of life here, and I call this place my Zen zone. I won't stop now, I just stopped by to show you this. And down there is a beach, old church, recently renovated, and surrounding islands, small islands. View from here is magnificent. I like to be here on when the sunsets are. It truly reminds me how beautiful Croatia is. This is a second small road of Blace, and I'm gonna exit back on main road, and I'll continue toward Ušće of Neretva, where I'll show you how that place looks like, and we're gonna circle around. we are back on a main road. Actually, it's still a local road, but it's let's say a main road in this area connecting a small place Blace with Ušće Neretva, river Neretva. On my left hand side is a small marine, or however you want to name it. It's a place where local people usually keep boats and so on, and a place where they renovate the ships and so on. At the moment we are on a bridge, and this is a river Neretva entering the sea, exactly this point. And now we are heading to beach, local beach. This is actually the beach of city Opuzen. I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I'll link it here, but here is very popular kite surfing, and there's a beach bar there. So a lot of bars in Croatia in general. And the interesting thing about the beach is this is a sand beach. Rarely in South Croatia you'll find sand beaches. This is one of them, and it's very shallow. You can walk probably a few hundred meters off the coast of the beach and still be in let's say a meter deep water. You can see its place is relatively not crowded. These are all locals, and it's not the peak of season. Actually, it's out of the season. This place is totally worth visiting, as far as I'm concerned. Definitely. Good thing to point out in this area as well is a lot of birds. Here you will see an observation point. This is an observation point recently built, where anyone can stop by, spend a few hours watching birds in a privacy, of course, and so on. I'll continue this way. This side has a life as well. This is another beach, another side of the beach, but the one that we just passed by is more popular. I'm gonna go this way. And this small little road will lead us to the main road, which in my opinion makes a perfect match between small and slow roads and bigger one, faster ones in this Neretva Valley. We're gonna continue left. This is, as I said, state road, and going right would lead us to going north. Going south is gonna lead us towards Dubrovnik and southern parts. This is a main branch of river Neretva, the biggest one in this area. And we're gonna, with this road, we're gonna end up in Opuzen. Make sure to check my previous video about the Croatian Motorcycle Tour. I think second episode actually. In second episode I was riding on the opposite side of this road going towards Metković. There's millions of places to explore in this area. And millions of small roads to explore. I'm just showing you one of my favorite routes, and this is actually maybe in the range 50-70 kilometers loop. Not too big, not too busy. So spending one afternoon exploring this area with a few stops on interesting points of interest or in viewpoints is enough. This village over here is Komin, and maybe you heard about Marathon Lađa, which is let's say a world famous boat, traditional boat race, where they are racing from far north Metković to far south Ploče, 20 or so kilometers in a traditional boat. If you find yourself during mid-August, that you don't want to miss that race. It's really spectacular, and I dare to say one of a kind in the world. So this is what this place Komin is also known for, and the whole area of or Dolina Neretve or Neretva Valley is very historically, let's say, a known place from Turkish times or from Osman Empire, if I'm right. And going forward, we are entering Opuzen from a northern side. As you can see, maybe the most famous part of this entrance is people selling locally sourced fruits and veg here. I'll tell you a little secret about the place, about these fruits and veg. These people selling that here are simply sellers. Rarely they're selling their own products, but that's a bad side, and the good side is it is a locally sourced fruits and veg, but from a different manufacturers. So if you were mainly wrong if you thought that they're selling their own fruits. They're usually selling someone else's fruit, but again, mainly locally sourced, and it's beside oranges and seasonal fruits and veg. You can find here a lot of products they're making from that fruits. As you can see, this road can be a little busy. This is a main road connecting North and South Croatia. Continuing forward, and we would end up in Dubrovnik. As you can see, D8 would be the road. We're gonna make a short loop. My goal for today is to show you this area. And guys, I'm gonna finish my today's video from a Neretva Valley with this magnificent view. Thank you all for watching. If you saw something interesting, please hit me a like or subscribe to my channel. That keeps me motivated to make these videos and discover new places for you guys. Thanks again, and see you in upcoming releases. Take care, guys.